Hello, everybody, and thank you for tuning in to the weekly report. Homeschooling can save children from critical race theory and masks. The introduction of politicized education ideas like crucial race theory into the curriculum of government schools is a major reason for American public school systems' decline. In many schools, political agendas have been crowding out what many parents understand as the primary purpose of schools: educating students in core subjects such as reading, mathematics, and science. U.S. government data from the National Assessment of Educational Progress indicates that as of 2019, only 37% of American high school seniors were proficient in reading. The results dropped to 24% in math and 22% in science. The root of the problem is government's near monopoly of education. That means there is little to no incentive to stop federal, state, and local educrats from imposing the latest education fads on students. Any attempts by government to fix education, such as No Child Left Behind or Common Core, inevitably fails. The replacement of education with indoctrination is one reason why many parents are pulling their children out of public schools to homeschool. Of course, one main reason for the growth in homeschooling is the COVID lockdowns and mask and vaccine mandates. Restrictions at schools have been especially absurd since children have tended to be in little danger from COVID. Homeschooling is legal in all 50 states. However, the authoritarians who believe children's education must be controlled by experts are constantly trying to undermine homeschoolers. Sometimes homeschoolers' enemies are aided by well-intentioned homeschooling supporters. For example, there's a bill in the Alabama state legislature that would make homeschoolers eligible for taxpayers' funding. Homeschooling advocates supporting this bill forget that the government funding is inevitably accompanied by government control. Thus, any homeschooling family that accepts government money is inviting the government to tell them how to educate their children. Further, some schools districts use truancy laws to harass schoolers. States also make parents prove homeschool students are receiving an education that meets state standards. Fortunately, as homeschooling has become a more popular choice, many new resources have become available to aid parents who desire to homeschool their children. Among these resources is the Ron Paul curriculum. Students using my homeschooling curriculum can attain a superior education in comparison to standards set by politicians or bureaucrats. Instead of indoctrinating students with instructions in subjects and including racial theory, my curriculum provides students with a solid education in history, literature, mathematics, and the sciences. It also gives students the opportunity to create their own websites and internet-based businesses. The curriculum is designed to be self-taught, students helping and learning from each other via online forums. Starting in the 4th grade, students are required to write at least one essay a week. Students are required to post their essays on their blogs. Students also take a course in public speaking. The curriculum does emphasize the history, philosophy, and economics of liberty, but it never substitutes indoctrination for education. The goal is to produce students with superior critical thinking skills who can thrive with their individuality. If you think my curriculum may meet the needs of your child, please visit www.ronpaulcurriculum.com for more information. Thanks for listening.